This is Darren Mullings after Cribs 2, Yate Town 1. A frustrating afternoon for you, Darren. At half-time, should have been 1-0 up, but it was 1-0 down.
Yeah, it seems like the same old story, Bob. Performances are okay, we're playing good football, but the mistakes are costing us and costing us dear, and any team that keep making mistakes, we're going to get punished, and that's exactly what they've done today. Anyone that was at the game has seen the same thing. We're the one playing football, we're the one on the front foot, but we're not doing enough in the final third, and when you make mistakes, you get punished, and that's what's happening to us at the moment.
Yeah, some of the possession after perhaps opening few minutes when Cribs were on top, Aaron had to tip one over the bar, a couple of early corners, then you just dominated the first half, and it was a free kick on the left hand side that should have been put in the box. 10 seconds later, they had it in the back of the net.
Yeah, I think you're right. In the first 10-15 minutes that they were on top, and we knew they would come out the traps, and we said that to the lads, and I don't think we dealt with that well at all. But we grew into the game. Like you said, it was pretty much all us, but the ball has to go in the box. It gets cut out, and there's mistake after mistake after that, and we get punished. And that's Cribs there. They're happy to stay behind the ball once they go 1-0 up. They're happy to defend and then counter attack, and that fell into their hands a bit. But the rest of the first half, I thought, we were okay. But being okay and making mistakes and letting in goals, it just ain't good enough.
Yeah, and then obviously they've got the best defence in the league. You start the second half, and within 5 minutes they score a second goal, and you've really got a mountain to climb then.
Yeah, I think that's the most frustrating thing about today. We speak the whole half time about what's going to happen next, how they're going to come out the traps again, and the goal is so sloppy. Again, it could have been avoided. A number of mistakes again. Don't defend it well enough, and at this level, if you don't defend it properly and you don't do the fundamentals of football, you will get punished, and that's what's happened. So I think they've had probably 2-3 shots on target and ended up scoring 2 goals, and starting to sound like a bit of a broken record in terms of that defensively, because every week it's a mistake, or we could have avoided this. Our play is really good, and it's becoming really frustrating to play okay, to play okay in a game for the majority of it, but not be getting the results.
And a late Callum Hutton goal gave you a possible chance of getting a point, but realistically, that late goal wasn't going to make a difference.
No, it wasn't, and that was probably the only thing we've really created in pretty much the whole game, I would say, in the final third anyway. Play up to it was pretty good, but whether we're lacking confidence, whether it's belief, whether it's just at the moment is not running for us, but we're not getting enough shots on target, we're not testing the goalkeepers enough. And if you don't do that, you're never going to score enough goals. So look, it gave us a glimmer of hope at the end, but even then, I don't think for the last 10 minutes of the game we've done enough to go and score again. And I think they managed it pretty well, and that's what we need to learn. We need to be a bit more streetwise. We need to, hard to say it, but need to man up a little bit. We knew what they were about today, and that's what's really, really frustrating. They're a big physical team. Play really direct. We give them all the prep all week. We know what's going to happen, and at times in the game we just didn't deal with it well.
Yeah, and for now, let's look forward. 3 very important games. You've got Bashley next week, or down at the bottom with the Yate Town. Then you've got Paulton away on Boxing Day, and then Bristol Manor Farm at home on New Year's Day. So 3 vital games when points need to be put on the board.
Yeah, 100%. I think every game's vital now. In the position we find ourselves in, they're all vital. But this next run of games, especially over Christmas, is vitally important. When you look at the positions of the teams we're playing against, we can either start moving up the table, or we're going to start making things very difficult for ourselves. So I still got a lot of confidence in the group. We're not a million miles away, but we need to start turning these performances or spells in games into goals and into points, and unless you do that, it's just going to be a struggle.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be home next Saturday against Bashley, the first time in 7 weeks with all the postponements.
Yeah, look, I think you're right in saying it's been a very long time, one since we've been at home and one since we've had a game, so that was difficult, but we took that excuse away from the lads. We had an in-house game on Wednesday, so we took that away from them. But like I said, moving more positively, we're going to be back at home. We need to put a performance on at home, especially after our last result there, and make sure we, go and show people what we're really about and start getting some points on the board.
Okay, thanks, Darren, and we wish you all the best for next week and those 2 other vital games over the Christmas period and the New Year period.
Thanks a lot. Cheers, Bob.